A Demo Story by Julia Yu and Jessica Strebick. Imagine your everyday world. Think of your home, work, friends, your life. Now imagine you've lost your sight. Everything has to change. You have to adapt, start using your other senses. But you're still you. You still have hopes and dreams. You've invested so much time to be you. But now other people don't look at you the same. You're different. They tend to think of you in terms of what you can't do, not what you can. You feel more disconnected from others and from the world. Your spontaneity is taken away. You return to things that you already know. Trying new things requires so much planning and work. Let us tell you about some of the people we've talked with about this. First off is Beth. Beth is a writer and lives with her husband Mike, who is sighted. She lost her vision in her 20s due to diabetes. It was a challenging time in her life. She lost her job and has come a long way to adjust to her new life. She misses the times when she would go to a new city and be able to step outside and start exploring with absolutely no plan. When we asked Beth if she got tired of asking people for help and for directions, she told us, "I don't get tired of it, but because I'm blind, I don't go on as many adventures as I did when I could see. I don't want to feel that way. It makes me feel stupid. So I'd rather not feel stupid, so I don't choose to go to new places as much." Next is Sandra. Sandra has been blind since she was 1 year old. She's a college student studying journalism. She believes that being blind has made her into a planner, and she admits that she does not have enough courage to go anywhere without planning. Although she has a pretty good social life, not being able to be spontaneous is frustrating for her. Sandra told us how she feels about planning and spontaneity. There might be some people who are willing to venture more, but I'm not one of them. I have a pretty normal life. I guess the most frustrating thing is the fact that I can't go out without planning. So the world keeps moving on without you. You are wondering what you can do to catch up, to be a part of it. We found some people who are not so discouraged by blindness. We think they can inspire everyone to reach for their goals and to be more exploratory in their lives. Laura is a great example. Laura has been blind since birth. However, her mother refused to treat her differently from her 3 brothers and 2 sisters. For a long time growing up, Laura didn't realize she was any different from other people. After attending the famous Le Cordon Bleu school, with a lot of outside resistance along the way, she now works as a chef at Charlie Trotter's, one of the most famous restaurants in Chicago. She isn't afraid of much. Using knives and the oven for cooking doesn't scare her, nor does taking the bus and exploring her neighborhood. We had a chance to get to know Laura pretty well. After observing her teaching a cooking class at a residence for the blind and visually impaired, we invited her out to dinner with us. Some key things we heard from her were, "I thought everyone saw the way I did," and "I like going to Starbucks and shopping." We also talked with Bill. Bill lost his sight in his 40s. He had a successful career at NBC as a broadcaster. As he was losing his sight, he felt he had to start preparing for his life to change. Instead of feeling sorry for himself, he decided to accept his blindness and he began to look for what he could do. Now he manages CRIS radio at the Chicago Lighthouse and hosts a show called The Beacon. Bill told us about how he coped with losing his sight. "You can either sit back and feel sorry for yourself, or you can do something about it. And I chose to do something about it. But I was lucky. I was in a field that I could do that." It's a learning process. You have to be open and be willing to learn and accept what you've got and make it work for you. Laura and Bill have something in common. They're not afraid of creating their own opportunities. They reached out to people. They weren't afraid of trying new things. So for our project, we've been asking ourselves, how might we encourage people to explore and connect? How might we provide a sense of accomplishment? How might we allow for spontaneity and discovery? Come and find us to hear how we're doing this. We'd love to talk with you.